STALKER, or S.T.A.L.K.E.R, a game made by Ukrainian devs GSC Game World all the way back in 2007. There was 3 games that were made in the original trilogy. Since Stalker 2 has come out, it's gained quite a lot of attraction. People have tried out the new game and they've enjoyed it quite a lot. But these people may be wanting to get into the older games, but you know, they might get put off because of how janky and old it looks. But because of that lovely little 2 next to the S.T.A.L.K.E.R, people will probably be interested in the series in of itself. My job is to tell you why you should play the old Stalker games. As a wee kid in the northern parts of England, me and a friend would go to our houses, you know, to play a selection of games. This would include Minecraft, Terraria, Halo, Black Ops 1. One of them games were including Stalker. Bit of a contrasting game, I know, but we did. But we very much enjoyed it, and what can we say? We relate to the living conditions of Chernobyl quite a lot. Additionally, I was that Soviet Union Slav squatting kid that you get in primary and high school. I'm not proud. But anyway, I loved it as a kid and I love it now replaying it. The controls, yes, are a bit janky. The aiming is a bit, you know, it doesn't look very appealing to the eyes at first glance, but trust me, give it a chance. It will change your life. Okay, well maybe not. It won't change your life, but it's pretty fucking good. It makes up for all these flaws for one major thing: atmosphere. Stalker is one of those games that you play, and after you finish it and you're watching the credits, the feeling doesn't leave you. There's something about being in a virtual world that actually makes you feel something, right? There's not many games that can do that. Stalker is one of those games. The way that this world is handcrafted, it's one of them feelings. You're walking down the street of Pripyat and you're looking at all the buildings, you see the massive iconic Ferris wheel, go around the corner and then a group of gopniks that have alcohol withdrawal symptoms start gunning you down and shouting, "I want chicken-breaky-badanki!" Then you die. I'll get into the difficulty. It's a semi-open world game. There's plenty of places to go. There's forests, cities, camps, military bases. You even get to go to the Chernobyl power plant itself, which is pretty fucking good. It's really interesting to see one of these places that has been documented so many times, but you actually get to put yourself into these situations. You feel it, and that's the main part. The gloomy, dull colour palette sends a message to my brain. It tells me that I am that guy. I am the Stalker man. I'm just some helpless dude trying to survive in Chernobyl, and I'm a nobody. And I feel like that, which is exactly what you are. A lot of games are power trips, you know, like God Wars, Doom, Uncharted, right? You're this masculine, beefy man, and your job is to kill everything in your way and nobody is stuck because you're so cool and strong. And these games make you feel good until you've played 6 of them. It's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong, but at what point does it just get dull? What Stalker wants to do is tell you that you are this nobody that no one gives a fuck about. Get chucked into this place and be like, survive, bro. In these worlds that you play as like Kratos, you know, Nathan Drake, even Leon Kennedy, the world revolves around your character. In this world, whatever you do is important to the plot of what happens. In Stalker, however, if you die, no one cares. Fuck you. The world keeps on going, right? The world keeps on spinning. It's a dog-eat-dog world and you're just thrown into it. The Stalker sounds like a very cool title. At first you're like, ooh, I'm a stalker, bro. That sounds cool, bro. But the game quickly slaps you on your face and be like, it means fuck all, mate. You're not the stalker, right? You're a stalker, and you'll learn this quickly as soon as you're thrown into the game, that there's so many people like you, and they also mean nothing. You're literally called a loner in the game. Do what you need to do, but the world is not going to stop for you. Which I understand at first, may sound a bit irritating. However, hear me out. I feel like it acts as like a nitro boost for one major part of this game, immersion. Oh boy. Давай. Hello, chicky breaky man. You could jump into this game, any part of the game. 5 minutes in, you could just get into the character in the world. It isn't just like an empty wasteland where you're this big brute guy, right? There's factions, anomalies, there's all these like questions you've got when you've entered this random world, because like I said before, the world doesn't revolve around you. You don't matter that much. You are thrown into this world and you need to figure out, why am I in this world, right? There's so much mystery that you have to discover yourself. It's not given to you like forced dialogue. Your character's forgotten everything, so you're both just as fucked. And the world itself, it's excellent. It works exactly how you want it to. The first time I entered Pripyat, I was like, wow. Wow. I've had this autistic urge since I was a kid, right? I've had little hyperfixations, space, dinosaurs, history, biology, video games. One of them things is included is the Chernobyl incident. Why? I don't actually know. I just found it really interesting. That's one of the things is I can't explain it. You just like it. But after knowing the story, it makes it more intriguing to actually walk around these places and be like, wow, this is actually something that happened. Going down the apartments, it feels like you've just entered this place you shouldn't be in. It's mysterious. It's freaky. All your comrades sat around a campfire telling stories and playing guitar. All this lovely jubbly shit. Bro, they've handcrafted this world designed for you to get stuck in and stay in it. Pause. Even little things like your map is a PDA. It's like this little machine that you have that you physically pull up. It's a diegetic item in the world rather than just a map that you pull out of nowhere and it just tells you exactly where you are. Inventory management is another thing. You like it, you hate it. It works in this game. You've got a backpack on and you're traveling. Realistically, are you going to walk around with 16 guns, 1,000 ammo and 50 Dr. sausages? No. It's trying to get you into this character. Down to the gameplay, there's a lot of realism as much as you can get for a 2007 game. Your gun can jam midway through a fight. That fucked me over a few times, but you know what? I understand it, you know? You have a Geiger counter that goes mental when you go near radiation. You don't know where it is. The Geiger counter knows. And the best way to get rid of the radiation? Drink vodka. Stupid. Why would... Obviously, you're very vulnerable as a character as well. You usually get two-shotted. I get it, it can be frustrating. But if you just immerse yourself, you'll be like, okay, I need to be careful now. Adding to the mystery, there's anomalies, which are like basically elemental foxes. You have a count for that as well, that's really fucking annoying. But yeah, these things, you see them, and they're kind of like tearing the fabric of reality, and then you get burnt alive by a flying cyclone. Your aiming is very scuffed, right? Very wobbly, and your guy doesn't seem to know how to hold a gun properly. Which makes sense, because again, remember, you are just some malnourished Ukrainian dude who just got fucking twatted by lightning and a blown up van 3 days ago. You can't expect much from the man. Remember, you're not the Doomslayer, mate. When you get forced into a situation of combat, you need to be careful. You need to take precautions, right? You see 3 men there, you're one guy with a pistol and 10 bullets. What's the smart move to do? You'll come across NPCs, you know, the first guy you'll come across is some fat dude who doesn't even know how to eat chicken properly. Combat is very tense. You need to actually think about what you're doing rather than just... It can get pretty hard, which leads me on to the difficulty. I like playing difficult games, you know? I like the reward for beating something, but you know what they have to do? They have to earn the difficulty name. You'll see a lot of games, right? And they have easy, medium, hard, insane, fuck yourself. And all these usually do is just change damage values and the health values of them and make you shitter. However, what STALKER does is, it's just hard. You can pick easy and you'll still have some situations where you'll struggle, because that's just how the game's made. The devs want you to experience what this world would be like. You will get two-shotted, but that's just based on your approach, right? That is even if you go into a room and you get wall-fucked by 16 Tachankers. Well, guess what you can do? You can develop actual tactics, right? A lot of games like Skyrim have 2 very insane bad people, and you've got to pick which really bad person you want to be allied with. Fascists, nationalists, pick. But STALKER does it quite well. All these different factions, they're not actually mental. They usually have one type of ideal that kind of makes sense in the situation, instead of just, I don't like that type of human, gets rid of that human, we're going to decapitate them. None of that here. It's just, zone bad, let's nuke zone. Nah, zone good, coexist with the zones. Okay. In a situation where you're going to a new level, you don't know what you're going to come across, you know, whether that be radiation, mutants, new factions, new weapons, new anomalies, you know, you don't know what you're going to come across, right? And you could be walking down a street and then you'll see 5 little smackheads come around the corner saying, and then you die. I get how it can sound a bit enraging, how you die so quickly, but think about it. If someone shot you in the head, how many bullets do you reckon you could take? Probably not a lot. Sometimes you can one-shot people with a buckshot, you know, as you would in real life, but then there's other times where you can just shoot them like 6 times with a spaz shotgun and they'll just firm it. The people who made STALKER have made this world to immerse you into this new place, this atmosphere, you know, dark, gritty, stinky. It's like a living hell, because you know what would be a living hell? If someone threw you into an alternate universe of Chernobyl where everybody wants to kill everybody. The Earth also wants to kill you because it can, and then there's these freaky little aliens. I have to mention this, there are flaws in this game. It's not a perfect game whatsoever. It's got some bugs, some can be somewhat game breaking, you know, sometimes your save file can corrupt, or some of a quest broke, so I had to restart the entire area. Say you go to an area like Pripyat or Chernobyl power plant and you're not prepared, you're going to have a very, very rough time, and your only option is to go back a few saves, hopefully if you've had a save. If not, you are fucked. NPCs can die quite easily, so important ones. If you're tasked to protect someone, they mean protect them, right? They can still get one-shotters, right? Graphics wise, obviously it's an old game, but I feel like it actually works to the advantages of what the game wants to make you feel. Sure, it's very dull, grimy, grey. I feel like that helps make you feel like the Stalker man. And it's kind of the same way that the old Halos still look like they look bad, I guess, technically on a graphical level, but they still give you this alien feel because of the architecture and all that stuff. And the old graphics kind of just, I don't know, amplify it. Maybe I'm just blind by nostalgia. Probably, yes, I am. The story's there, but you know, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's just, it does its job. There's nothing to get excited about. You want to keep on exploring this world, and you know what the best part about wanting to explore the world? Well, good thing you got 3 more games, right? Whether you've never played STALKER before, or you've played STALKER 2 and you're interested in the old ones, it gives you more of what you like, basically. Sure, they're old and they have a bit of problems, but you're put into in all of them, you're put into this bittersweet, beautiful world, right? And you just want to go around and explore it. You're not dragged along with these side missions being like, go here, or the main storyline, you have to go here and you have to be this certain level to get there. Fuck off. No, you're just thrown into a world and you do it and you enjoy it. You know, the game itself, it's functional, the world is beautiful. You know, I think if you like STALKER 2, you'll like the old ones, even if you're not into old games. But look, I'm just a stranger on the internet you've never met. But what can I say? I'm a stalker, brev. These games are games developed by people who actually care about the games, and I know that's kind of rehashed. AAA game developers don't care about their games, they just post the same shit with a new name. Sure, okay. There are still developers that want to make a good game for the sake of making a good game. I get it, Ubisoft, you want to make money, okay? You know what you can get money from? Making a good game. Look, okay, it's not a flawless 10 out of 10, no way imaginable. But you know what it is? It's a unique experience. It's an experience you'll finish and you'll be like, I'll remember that. So whether you'd never played them before or you played the second one, give them a chance, alright? Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Adios.